for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. At the 25-yard line. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's Williams on the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. The Chargers first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shoot. Out first. Here we go. Check the backer. Throw. Check three. Wide. Get wide. Kill. Gun.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we're good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun. You think you gonna get this? 25. Check 25.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gun. Hey, flicker. Sponge. Flag. No. Under 10. Hey, receiver. SOS.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Protein spill. Watch twist. Rhino. Check guy. Black. You got tight right there. Check 52. He's coming. Gun. He's coming. Double up. Big dad.
Now it's Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down goal, Chargers.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, can. Check, one. Check, hot. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Showing it. Gun. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox, white. He's coming. Gun.
Right there, 54, right there.
Hey, yo.
Come up the ball, hard. Mike's 5-4. Mike.
Hey, can.
Watch the twist. Big edge. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Gun.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Listen to me. Rhino.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The intended receiver there, Allen. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Ready, set.
57 to Mike. Set the tone, D.
22 jet bomber. Now.
On 1st down, Carson. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Topper!
He's checking crowd.
2nd and 5. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
6-3. 2-18. Chopper.
On 3rd down, Freeman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 50.
Ready.
Off play action. Carson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Let's go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Back to throw. Carson. This is the tight end fan. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They're going to try and throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. This is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 2.
From the gun, Carson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Down. 18 Gator. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing that.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
I got you, boy.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gun.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Move. Right side.
Cousins. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Good route here. First.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Back. Slow. Hey, check 24. 36. Watch twist.
One.
Check 43. Check. Lucky.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
All day, baby. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
61, matchbox, lights. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Carson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
43 is the mic.
Throwing on first down. Carson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Carson. And that's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Carson, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On the return, it's King. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Tighten up. Hey, receiver. Whip. Watch the gun.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's Eckler again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, that's 300. Slam. Zebra.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Carson forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down.
Go. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Hey, Zoo.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 52.
Hey, Haywood.
Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Snap.
From the gun, Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Gun.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Once more, here's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
General West.
Go.
On 1st down, Carson. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Kill. Switch. Alert 3. Alert 3.
He's coming. We got double up.
Big
Greystone travel.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, orbit.
57. Mike, 57. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Looking to throw. Carson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing on 1st down. Carson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Carson. He's got his tight end Fant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Go!
Operating from the gun. Carson escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Bravo!
March 43. Watch the screen.
Shoot!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Looking to throw. Carson, flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the shit, watch the shit. Hey, hey, watch the shit.
Line out.
Switch. Check 3.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Lastly. That's complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A first down throw for Cousins. That one is caught by Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
54 is Mike. Check.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Airing it out for Hamilton. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Check 26, check 26.
Gun. Leave it, Ringo, 48.
Following the interception, Cousins got his man. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
At the 9-yard line.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Broncos, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win. Still Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.